Odds Checker, we are bringing you a March Madness edition of Sharp Bets today. We've got Ben here, and we've got Slop, and we've got Matt. And we are excited because they are going to give us some winners. I even wore a blazer for the occasion. Slop's got his Odds Checker jersey on. We're going to make some winners today.
It's a sweatshirt. No jerseys.
Right. It's a hoodie. You're right.
Every day it is.
Okay, so how was Selection Sunday for you all? I just want to throw it out to the people. They wanted it out.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it was one of the best Sundays of my life.
Life-changing even.
Yeah. Minnesota got robbed, but it is what it is. So they should have been in for sure.
Well, that leads me to what I wanted to ask you guys next, which was the first thing on my list. Who got hosed this Sunday? What teams should have made it? What bubble teams weren't eligible for this bracket this year?
Texas A&M.
The Aggies. Okay.
I know Ben thinks the same. We were talking about it before, but I thought A&M I'd get to. I thought they did pretty good though overall. The committee did a good.
Yeah, pretty good. I think Oklahoma. They had multiple quad one wins. They beat Arkansas, Texas Tech, Baylor. Baylor they actually beat in the Big 12 tourney. I thought they did pretty well there. They lost ultimately to Texas Tech, but I kind of think they got hosed. I would have liked to see them in it for sure.
Got hosed.
They got hosed. I love that word.
They did. Texas A&M beat Florida, Auburn, and Arkansas in that tournament.
Yeah.
They also got hosed.
Come on, guys.
I agree with Slop on this one. I think Texas A&M should have been in the tournament. I'm just glad Rutgers made it in because I thought they were going to get hosed.
Did they make it in?
They're in.
They're in?
They did.
Talk about this later. Matt's very upset with me, but it's a thing. They are in.
So what time do they play on Thursday or Friday?
They're not officially in.
Oh. They're in, but not in.
So
I like it.
They'll play on Wednesday. And
okay.
Against Matt's Fighting Irish, which me to the best first round games. I know these are the playing games, but we're gonna keep that in this segment anyway.
Okay.
So we're gonna lead it with
interesting. So games that are not in the first round do count as most interesting games of the first round.
They're in
just so we're clear.
And it says Rutgers / Notre Dame, so it counts.
It does count.
It does count.
Okay.
Matt,
I like it.
We already know you're betting against Rutgers. Anyone that watches this show knows that you are. Why do you think Notre Dame is going to make it all the way?
Yeah. They might win it all, Notre Dame, if they win this one. I mean,
it's this one. It's the Rutgers team.
They have to win this to stay alive, and then game on. But yeah, I think they beat Rutgers here just because it's Rutgers, Melissa. What Rutgers is. They're losing.
They're neutral sided. They're not at the rack this time. So.
That is. Yeah, they're only good at what's it called? Is it called the
Jersey Mike's Arena?
No, they renamed the stadium. I feel like some people still call it the rack.
Okay, so yeah, well, they're not at the rack. So bottom line, they're not winning. If they don't play the rack, they don't win. So yeah, give me that. My favorite first round matchup though, Indiana against Wyoming -4. I think Indiana's going to beat up on them. Just way more athletic. Power conference schools in these kind of games. So I think Indiana takes care of business over Wyoming.
Ben, what are you looking towards? We have our guests here. Your pick is the law. So what do you think?
Well, one of my favorite first round matchups, at least, is Texas and Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech obviously surprised a lot of people. They won the ACC title over Duke. Texas has kind of struggled down the stretch, but I mean, Marcus Carr, I think, will really step up here, so I think he'll make it a competitive game. It's a good matchup. Texas does have the better defense in my eyes. They have the better defensive efficiency. I think that's going to be one of the more interesting matchups to watch for the first round. I do like Texas. I think it's sitting at about a pick'em. I actually didn't look at the line. I think it's like -1 or a pick'em. So I like Texas in that game. But that's
what's the total on that game? That sounds like in the 90s.
Yeah, seriously.
Like rock
two
fight.
defensive teams for sure. Total is 124.5. So definitely a good under spot there.
Yeah, I don't know. Can't do it.
But yeah, one of my favorite ones to watch.
Okay, well, I don't like rooting for the under, you
Mm-mm.
know. But
Mm-mm.
if Ben's telling me to, then I got it, right?
Mhm.
Slop,
it's
what
a
are
lot.
If you like money,
I love money, and
but
there you go. I need some, so
But That's the thing with unders. You're winning more than you're losing. Like
that's
there you
true.
go.
That's true.
You're right.
covering for more.
Very true.
It also costs you time off your life.
That-
So,
And then it hits overtime, and then you just start crying.
yep,
So
exactly. And I mean, you've been sitting there the whole time saying, "Man, I hope he misses this shot. Miss it, miss it, miss." I mean, there's only so much hating you can do. You know what I mean?
It's a lot of sports people.
Yep, a lot of hating.
The
and then there's 3
Badgers-
seconds left in the shot clock, and they foul, and then it resets to 20, and you're like, yes.
Mhm. No, those are fun.
Slop, what game are you looking towards for the first
The
round
one
and the play-ins? You can pick records.
see, I'm not gonna do the play-ins because I'm what's called a purist. Like those teams are not in the tournament yet. Like they're playing into the
No,
tournament.
they're on the
So
bracket spread,
technically,
so it counts.
I mean, they are on the bracket. But they're not even on the bracket though. Like they're listed on the bottom of the bracket. You know what I'm saying?
No, I
So,
know, but it's fine.
As a purist, I'm gonna go with a game that's actually in the tournament.
Sure.
And what is do they play on Friday? Oh, Thursday.
Okay.
I need South Dakota State and Providence.
Ooh, it's a good one.
Ooh,
Yeah, like
They play-
Love
that
that.
actually could be like a low-key, like really fun game. For one, it's Thursday in the afternoon at 12:40. So that in itself is huge. It's not gonna be the first tip, but I think it's gonna be the second one to tip off the actual tournament, not like the play-ins. So +2, it's a 13-4, and South Dakota State is only +2. That game should really go over 140. I mean, the total is 149.5, so that tells you all you need to know. Providence is a defensive team. They try and play slow, but South Dakota State is nothing like that. So I like the contrast in style games, and South Dakota State could win that game.
Mhm.
But they haven't lost forever. Like, go through their schedule, and it's been literally forever. And Providence is probably the luckiest team that's ever existed. So
fair.
this could be fun. I mean, that could be a really fun game.
Yeah, they haven't lost in 2022, John. They haven't lost since this.
Ooh. I mean, that's a fact.
Yeah, this man.
I mean, that's you
fact.
can't dispute that. Yep. It's actually not to promote alcoholism, but that's a great drinking game. It feels like, you know what I mean? Like 12:40, it's past noon. It is Thursday of the tournament. Not a bad game to start drinking with either.
Thirsty Thursday.
A lot of people drink on Thursdays, especially on the Thursday of the NCAA tournament, the first one.
John,
When the tournament actually starts, Melissa.
South Dakota State also, just to throw that out there, they're the #1 team in the nation in effective field goal percentage, almost
Ooh.
60%.
more
Hey,
So,
can't score if you
you're-
can't put it in the basket.
Exactly.
That's just science.
So,
Happy-
#1.
work on Thursday, Friday. Were you like, how people always take off Thursday, Fridays?
Yes, it's
Oh, I'm not going to do anything. I'm dead serious.
It's a national
I'm gonna
holiday.
I'm writing everything beforehand.
People are also taking off
Mhm.
Wednesday, by the way, just for the Rutgers Notre Dame game, just so you guys know.
I don't know.
I didn't
don't
hear
know if
about that
that's
one.
gonna fly.
They
Yeah.
all
I
from-
had friends that taken off. I feel like that counts. It's just too.
What are their
friends.
names? What are their names? Who are the friends? Name them.
They're both actually named Joey, which is really funny.
Okay.
So they-
Joey Bag of Donuts.
all the Joeys are taking off.
Sounds
Everyone-
made up.
Joey takes off.
Sounds made up.
I respect it.
Okay.
Okay, so while we're on this March Madness front, the question that everyone has on their mind is which #1 seed is losing first? We've got Gonzaga, we've got Arizona, we've got Kansas, and we've got Baylor. So we're gonna do a little round robin here, and which team do you guys think we should fade?
I'll go first because I don't want one of these guys stealing because there's only 4 of them. So it's
Yeah,
You
it's
know
a
what I mean?
quick question.
yeah. I'm gonna say Arizona. Not
Ooh.
because they're worse, but just because who they have to play. Because Gonzaga probably won't lose until they won't have to play anybody until the Elite Eight or Final Four.
That's very disrespectful to Georgia State, just so you know.
I mean, they're Georgia State, but
I'm
it
totally
happens.
down for that one. So yeah, that's fair.
So Baylor, I mean, they're gonna have to go through North Carolina, UCLA, most likely. They got Kentucky. So that's a tough road. But when you look at Arizona, Houston's good. I mean, they could lose to Houston. They could. I mean, TCU
Houston's
might give
really
them a
good.
game. Maybe Seton Hall. So I mean, I would say before they even get to the Elite Eight, they're gonna have to play somebody, and it would either be Houston or Illinois. That's tough. Kansas, I don't know. Like going through all of them, like no one has a tougher road, I think, than Arizona. Like they kind of got hosed, like for being a number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I even think first round, like if there's some crazy upset, see if Bryant wins.
What if Bryant? Yep.
Yeah.
Bryant should win.
Like really bad because they're just like a cool team. They got that guy, best scorer in the nation. I mean,
They'll fight in the stands too.
Yeah, he
like
does.
Those kids, they don't care. They'll
they'll
throw hands
up and give you the finger. Like this guy. So,
yeah, they were getting off the bus. They were flicking off the Wagner kids. They never came back from that. Wagner didn't.
These guys.
They could pull a Buddy Boeheim, just start attacking the Arizona players on the court too.
Weird stuff happens.
Get the best player off the court.
And Seton Hall, didn't they have to play Rutgers this year?
First of all,
they're battle tested.
I have a futures on both Seton Hall records. Just chalk it up to my like tri-state area pride.
So I'm just saying. So Arizona, they're in a bad spot.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, because Seton Hall's gonna crush them.
See?
No.
See? I mean, that could happen.
I think Baylor. Baylor, in my eyes, has one of the hardest roads, along with Arizona. Just because kind of what Slop said, they have to probably play UCLA, and that's actually one of my favorite futures. Or if not, if St. Mary's beats them, St. Mary's solid team knocked off Gonzaga, who a lot of people have winning the bracket. So I think they have a few difficult matchups, even to make it to the Elite Eight, let alone Final Four. So I like Baylor to lose first.
All right. Well, we got one from every side of the bracket. We got a Baylor pick. We got an Arizona pick. Matt, did you have any say in this? You agreeing with anyone?
Yeah, I'm saying Arizona too.
There we go.
Yeah, they toughest path.
I love when you guys agree with each other. It just makes the job easier.
So good.
All right. So, with that being said, we just talked about what number one seed would lose first. However, who's going to have the easiest road to the Final Four? And I'm not the expert here. You guys are. But if it was for anything, like, I think Iowa's going to have, like, a decent time, like, for a while. Like, I don't know if it's the easiest road, but I'm just saying for a minute there.
Interesting.
That's what I'm saying. I watched them yesterday and I lost money because I bet against them. So, like, now I'm thinking, what do you guys think?
Well, it could be fun if South Dakota State has to play Iowa in the second round. Like, that could be a lot of fun. They'll score like 1,000 points.
The total would be 200.
Yeah, that would really be fun. But the easiest path is Gonzaga. I mean, they should have it just because they're the number one overall seed. But like, you go down, Georgia State, they could beat them 4-5 probably. Boise State, Memphis. I mean, they might have a tough time, but neither one of those teams can score with Gonzaga. So they're into the what's that now? They're in the Sweet 16. They could have Arkansas or Vermont, who like Vermont might beat Arkansas, Connecticut or New Mexico State. So that like none of those teams are going to play within 20 of them. So now they're in the Elite Eight and go through there. Like Duke? Yeah, they're not good. Like they're not. And Michigan State, they're flawed. Texas Tech, Alabama. I mean, these guys, they might as well just pencil them into the Final Four now.
Well, plus Gonzaga lost to Duke earlier in the year, so a huge revenge game spot for them because they're gonna have if they get to play Duke. They lost by 3. They're gonna be mad.
I don't know if you know this, but we love revenge games on the show.
That's all you gotta do is bet revenge games. Key to life.
There we go. It's all
so like they're literally in the Final Four, and they might not like be within 20 of anybody.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's pretty undisputed. They have the easiest.
Yeah, so maybe we shouldn't be allowed to take Gonzaga.
Yeah, is it too easy?
Yeah, it's like remember back in the day. How old are you guys? Did you remember playing with Mike Vick on Madden? Anyone remember that? No.
There was
a rule. All right, there was a rule like because we would play for money, and like no one was allowed to play with Mike Vick. So this might be the Gonzaga rule, the
Mike-
Mike Vick rule now for Gonzaga.
Okay.
Like no one's allowed to, because it's stupid.
I like
You know
that.
what I mean? Like of course, like they have the easiest path. That's dumb. So since the rule that I just made up applies now, I'd say I don't know who has the easiest path, because after that, like everybody has like dogfights ahead of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
No, I like that.
Mhm.
Very interesting.
I would
it takes
say
a big man to admit when he doesn't know something.
Yeah, I
Makes me
mean,
a big man.
if we're knocking Gonzaga off this, then I would honestly say maybe Kansas, and only for one reason. That's if they get past San Diego State. San Diego State's one of my sleepers, but
Yeah,
I
they're
think
good,
from
good.
there, I think they'll beat Iowa. I think Iowa honestly might lose to Richmond just because
Yeah.
they don't play defense.
Fake team.
Sorry,
Look at
Melissa.
this.
I'm sorry, but they don't play defense. You know, I mean, they were in that game against Purdue. Purdue was pretty much in it. Purdue was missing almost
was a
every shot, and they were
crazy
still
game.
able
Purdue
to
was
stay in it.
tired. Yeah, they were tired.
Yeah. So I mean, I get that, but you need a defense to win in March, in my opinion.
That's-
So I don't
that's
like
fair.
them. Yeah. So I like Kansas if they get past San Diego State. I think they have a pretty easy road from there. Not too many people besides Auburn in there that I think can give them a run for their money. So I think they have a pretty easy shot to the Final Four.
What about
Okay.
Tennessee?
Tennessee?
I like Tennessee
Look
a
at
lot.
their
Yeah,
path.
that's a hard one. That's a hard one.
A lot of people thought they got screwed too with their seeding. They should have been.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like look at their path though. So Longwood, they beat them. Then Colorado State or Michigan beat them probably.
Mm-hmm.
Now you just got one of these other teams. Just hope Villanova loses, and they could. If not, Tennessee, I think, can
love
still beat Villanova. And then one of these teams in the top part of that bracket, they could just beat each other. You know what I mean? The Arizona side, Illinois, Houston. I mean, you only have to play one of them. What if UAB beat Houston? You know what I mean? Then, you see what I'm saying? Like one of those lower seeds could get taken out by a higher seed, and now all of a sudden, boom, Tennessee's in the Final Four.
Yeah, that's a good look. That's a good spot.
All right. Well, now we're on to my favorite segment this time. It's not even the YOLO parlay. It's actually like something I'm excited about because I love plus money. I'm sure everyone here that's watching is probably looking for the plus money. Give me your Cinderella stories. You guys already know mine is Rutgers. I got a futures on them. Seton Hall. I have futures on them too. Matt's very upset. We talked about this before the show.
Yeah, it's bad.
And I also just put a little money on Memphis. You never know. So who are your Cinderella stories? I'm going to make Matt go first and put him on the spot because he's rooting against me.
Wait, time out before. Like, what are the rules? Like, to win the whole thing?
Yes,
Or go to the Final
It's a
Four?
Cinderella story.
Okay, so to win the whole thing.
Yeah. That's usually what happens with Cinderella.
Well, no, like a Cinderella story could be like some rando team getting to the Elite Eight or the Final Four. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, because to win the whole thing, look, none of these
Villanova.
that ain't gonna happen. But an Elite Eight, that's a hell of a call.
Then
you know what I mean? To say like, I don't know, Seton Hall goes to the Elite Eight, like you just did something if you call that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just give me your version of a Cinderella story.
Make your own story. I like it.
Make your own.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 Go ahead. So Matt was first.
Yes, he's always is. So what do you got for us, Matt?
All right.
Except when he's not.
Well, okay. So I'm gonna say, well, this isn't really like I don't know how far they go, but I think Chattanooga is gonna beat Illinois.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wow.
And then
Okay, I like it.
get to
That is bold.
They have a lot of veteran guys on their team. I think they could do it. Illinois choked last year, right? Did they lose first round or they lost second round? I don't know.
They were a 2 seed. They lost second round, I believe.
Well, yeah, okay. There we
Or
go.
first.
Well, this year they could lose in the first. They just haven't been as impressive as I thought. They're really not that good defensively. Chattanooga could score a lot. I think they knock them off, and then I think they get like a Sweet 16 push. If there's like a low seed to win it all, Ben said it earlier, but I think San Diego State could make like an Elite Eight Final Four just because they're the number one rated defensive efficiency team in the whole nation, and we know this time of year, if you can play defense, you're going to be in every game. So I think San Diego State's an interesting one, but Chattanooga is my one that's gonna make it to the Sweet 16. Oh, and if Bryant wins, they're gonna beat Arizona first round.
That would be awesome.
That Peter Kiss could do it. To be honest with you,
the other kid too, the Pride kid.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a couple kids that can score, and they play like the building's on fire. Like you have to shoot the ball like 2 seconds.
Savages.
On the shot clock. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, they're just like a fun team to watch. So. Those are my Cinderella stories.
Okay.
All right, Ben's next, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
that's how I thought it was gonna be.
Dead kind of stole my thunder here, but it's all right. I'll move along. I'll forgive him eventually. My favorite plus 20,000 San Diego State, plus 20,000 to win it all. That's my call. Win it all, like Slop said. It's kind of ridiculous because it's basically always a 1 seed. But plus 20,000, I'll take it. Like
Final
Matt
Four is
said,
plus 2,300. Just saying.
Okay, I like that. Final Four, San Diego State plus 2,300. There. So one of the main key components I like to look for is half court defense and offense, because in March, especially in these games, because it means so much, the pace slows down. They're really trying to extend the game. They play their possessions tight because they don't want to get turnovers. San Diego State is number 1 in half-court offense, and they're number 3 in half-court defense in the nation. So when the game is slowed down, that's their perfect pace. They're 268th in pace already. So they basically have played this game all season. They're really good at it. They have 2 senior players who are really good, so they're really experienced. They have Trey Pulliam, their point guard. He's really experienced. I think he can take them far. Their offensively is the only reason. I don't know if they can score enough to get there. But defensively, they're definitely sound enough. So I like the odds on San Diego State a lot.
I love the odds on San Diego State. Actually, Matt already convinced me. You sold it home. We love when people agree here on Odds Checker. It doesn't happen often. So
your turn.
I kind of agree with Ben that an SDS school will be have a Cinderella run, except it's going to be a different one. It's South Dakota State is going to have the run, and the fun part is they come out of that same bracket, the same side. So South Dakota State, they're going to beat Providence
for sure.
After that,
they've
got Iowa or Richmond. This is kind of a played out pick, in the first round, because look at the line. Everybody and their brother is going to be like, oh, well, South Dakota State because it's +2. But seriously, their offense is nice. I went back through game logs. I didn't watch a lot of South Dakota State basketball this year. I don't know if you guys did. I don't even know what their mascot is. But those kids, they can score.
Jackrabbits.
And the Jackrabbits.
The Jackrabbits.
Oh yeah, I know where they're located. So you got that. But anyways. They play fast, which I love. They can score. They're playing with house money because no one expects them to do anything. So they can get through the first round, and then they'd have Iowa or Richmond, who neither one of those teams really are good defensively. Hopefully Iowa does win that game, because then you'd have just a wild, second round game.
And also,
they can make it to the next weekend. Go ahead.
Future goes further into the system, so we love that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So now they get there. They play Kansas or San Diego State, really. San Diego State, they're going to have trouble when they have to score. So if they play teams that aren't that good offensively, then, they're going to make the run. So the more teams that can actually, score the basketball and want to play fast, that's how they get beat. That's probably the only way they get beat. So I do agree with you there, Ben. So if they have to play San Diego State, again, you got a team that can score playing with house money. They could get maybe to the Elite Eight.
So when South Dakota State and San Diego State meet up to play in the Sweet 16, we'll have a little fun with that one.
Yeah, that could be a fun one.
Back on the show,
that's there's your ticket back right there.
As long as an SDS school wins it, we'll be happy.
Yep. So we've got a lot of SDSs over here. But we don't have lines for the Elite Eight yet, so I would say they'd have to go to the Final Four for this pick to count, and that number is plus 15,000 at DraftKings. FanDuel has them at plus 12,000, so they're getting a little stingy.
Yeah. What's happening there? That's why
they know something. They know this team is good. In basketball, you win by scoring, right? Like you
Right.
can't win if you don't score more than the other team. Look, they score. I mean, that's literally what they do. They've got like the 10th best offense or something like that, or 12th best according to Ken Pom adjusted offense in the country. This South Dakota State, like this isn't a Power 5 school, like 12th best.
For
Ben
sure.
already said they're the best effective field goal percentage in the nation. And again, they want to play fast. So, I mean, they score in a hurry. These teams that can't score, like Tennessee's, your San Diego States, they're going to have trouble with them.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Well,
But they have to get there first. That's the only thing.
with that being said, all of these picks have been plus money, and then I just need one more. And this one's crazy. Who's going to win it all? That's what I want to know
Ooh.
from you guys. I mean, you can't pick Gonzaga because that's my pick. And also, you can't just pick
See,
them.
you got to go first.
No,
All you got to do is go
that's
first, and then you don't have to set a rule like that. Just saying.
So, who is winning it all? You Slop, you're going first today. That's how the Uno
I'll do it.
reverse card works.
I
Who do
think
you have?
one of the sneakiest ones, right?
Okay, we like that. That's so
Sneaky
funny.
would be Kentucky, given their path. Again, they might have to go through UCLA, but they might have to go through Baylor, but they'd only have to go through one of UCLA, Baylor, North Carolina. Whereas on their side, St. Peter's, like they could put 7 kids on the floor and probably beat them. Murray State, San Francisco, that might be a little tougher, but that's still like I think they're just Kentucky's better. So then now look at the other side is Texas and Purdue. Texas can't score. Purdue, they can't play defense.
Mhm.
Kentucky could easily get to the Final Four and make noise. I mean, they'd have to go through Gonzaga. That's the only problem. That's the only thing I hate about that side. But the other side, I don't know. I've been through all the mental simulations on the other side, and they're not that good either.
Mm-hmm.
So plus 800 Kentucky, final answer.
Plus 800. I love it. Matt, what are you going for?
Well, I hate Duke. I mean, I feel like most people kind of hate Duke. But
I like Duke.
I don't like
really?
Duke.
RJ
Not a big
Barrett's
fan.
from Duke.
Every day he is.
But yeah,
Oh, it's Taco Fall. Like, come on
No.
now.
there's no reason.
Taco Fall from USC or UCF.
UCF. Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. I like them both.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Speaking of UCF, they are in the NIT this year, just so we're aware.
That's good.
I
Yeah,
think so.
but
Not
The
invited.
real March Madness.
Yep.
The real one. We'll have those picks
didn't
too.
have to run through Gonzaga, but I think they showed that they could beat them before. Like Duke, to me, is going to get. I think Duke and Gonzaga is like a very safe bet that they're going to play in the Elite Eight. I just think that side of the bracket kind of sucks, like for the most. But Duke, they have 5 guys currently, on their team projected to be first-round picks, so they're obviously extremely talented. I don't love them to beat Gonzaga, but I think if they get through Gonzaga, given their odds, that it's worth a chance, and it'd be a good story, right? Like Coach K. I don't really like Coach K.
Coach K.
Yeah, and I'm kind of opposite. I kind of hope they lose in the first round. That would be so
I like
awesome.
the memes.
That would be
They
hilarious.
lose in the first round.
To
See you, Coach
Fullerton.
K.
To Cal State
Good career.
Fullerton.
Way to wrap it up, Coach
Well,
K.
Cal State Fullerton, that was actually a pick I wrote yesterday, first half, plus 11. But I don't think they're going to win. But maybe Cal State Fullerton, they just won their conference, so maybe they come in and knock it out. That would be a funny.
That would just be funny. Like I think Duke is going to smash them, but that would be hilarious if that happened.
And they lost. But anyway, I think Duke could kind of.
They're going to bring the bench.
Kind of
Remember the bench they gave them?
They could.
I feel like you kind of need a Gonzaga Duke Elite Eight just because of what we said earlier, that revenge game spot. I mean, that's just going to be golden. I mean,
Yeah. Smash
especially considering how
Gonzaga.
close it
A
was.
lot
The
of
first one.
thoughts
Yeah.
on that.
A lot of cameras on Coach K for that one too. So you just get to watch him just.
What would the line be there? Do you guys think Gonzaga's favorites in that spot?
Gonzaga,
Right?
I know.
Like,
I'd
probably
take him
minus 6.
-5.
Yeah,
-5.
Like, I would take him with that. Like I would
Oh, yeah.
probably bet my house like responsibly.
Me too.
Okay.
All right, Ben. Just let us know your pick. You are our guest, so we'll probably tell you before we tell Matt and Slop. Sorry, guys. It is
Valid
it's
point.
Easiest one of the day. This is the only one you have to worry about. It's UCLA.
Ooh,
They
the
are going to
Bruins!
win. They are
Nice.
going to win March Madness this year. They are going to beat Gonzaga. They already, in fact, they took down Arizona. They beat a 1 seed already this year. They took them down to the wire again in the Pac-12 final. They almost beat them again. They lost by I think it was 6, but they made it a close game. So they've shown they can beat a 1 seed already. They have that. They're top 15 in both offense and defensive efficiency. They're 5th in turnover rate, which is huge because, late game coming down the wire, turnovers are key. So they limit their turnovers. They have the size and the experience. They have Johnny Juzang. They have Jamie Jaquez down low. They are an experienced team, and I like them. They got a lot of seniors.
Who's the point guard? What's that kid's name?
Tiger Campbell.
Yeah,
yeah,
he's my
yep.
favorite one on that team.
Yeah.
That kid's fun.
I love that team. They have many playmakers. They have guys who can knock down shots. They've shown they can beat the 1 seed. They took Gonzaga close. So I really like them to win for plus 1,800. I think odds-wise, it's one of the best picks. To make the Final Four is plus 450. I think that is almost just don't even think about it. Put your entire account on it and come back to 4 times your money.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the point of betting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think they can beat Baylor for sure to at least make it to the Final Four, and maybe win it all. So plus 1,800.
All right. I mean, if they knock out the Baylor Bears, there you go, right?
Mm-hmm. Then they have
the reigning champs.
They have a shot.
There we go. We aren't done with the March Madness coverage just yet because we have our favorite segment. It is the YOLO Parlay. Ben, you're new here, so I'm going to let you know. We basically just look through all the odds. I'm going to pick a couple picks. Check out Slop and Matt. Slop cheats, but they guess what the odds are. And you know what? Maybe sometimes they hit. Who knows? But we are ready. Are you ready, Ben?
Yeah. Yes.
Ben and Matt. Ben, Matt, Slop. You guys ready to go?
I already got my pick in my head.
Do you?
My pick's already won, pretty much.
Then you can go first.
It's already won.
And we use the odds checker parlay calculator, which has been super helpful to me in general. So, what do you guys got for us today? I'm going to start with Slop because he said he already has his pick.
I like Vermont plus 5 over Arkansas. I bet they can beat them. It comes on at the perfect time for me, too, because Thursday night's bowling night. Starts at 9. This game starts at 9:20.
You bowl?
Oh yeah, I'm in deep. I'm deep in that game.
So, what's your average bowling score?
My average this year. It's funny you bring that up, Matt. I just overtook number 1 in the league. I'm at 191. I've got now what's called the Triple Crown in that league. Never been done in that league before. So highest average, highest game scratch. And highest series scratch for the season. And with 2 weeks left, it looks like I'm going to cash all 3 of those. Never been done. And this Thursday, I'll be watching Vermont beat Arkansas while I kick everyone's ass. That's crazy. That's going to be, what a night,
Yeah.
The Cooper Cup of bowling.
Basically. Yep. That's what they call me on the streets.
I have so many things to say about this.
Yeah, I'm really.
We will discuss this later.
I'm telling you guys, look, whenever you I'd say 35, get my age, I'd say bowling's probably, that's what you want to start doing with because you get out of the house for hours, you get to compete against other people, and you get to drink while you do it and gamble at the same time.
That's not, you get close to what, 35?
Yeah, right in that age. I actually, to be honest with you, I was doing it in college. But it was more of a drinking thing. Yeah.
You were ahead of the curve.
Yeah. But that helped me out when I got with the older guys. It helps you out. It gives you a leg up.
Yeah.
You show up, you can throw a hook. They're like, whoa, what's this guy doing? And the next thing you know, you got everyone's gambling, drinking, bowling. It's a scene.
Yeah, that sounds like a hell of a time.
No, it is. It's awesome. It's awesome. Little known fact, guys. Stick with me. I'll put you in the right direction.
Yeah.
I'm just you're telling me that you bowl professionally?
Not professionally.
You gamble.
Semi-pro.
Yeah, I would go semi-pro. I'm pretty much, I'd say Jackie Moonish.
Okay.
Flint Tropics.
Fine. It's blown my mind that you're actually good at it, so you say. But
Well,
it's
the best, but yeah, good. Yeah,
It's
you
also
can go with
just
good.
blown my mind that neither me or Matt have ever thought, oh yeah, this guy, he
Ooh,
bowls.
kid. I like it.
Yeah, there you go.
That's how you know you're getting old, Melissa.
What?
Just saying.
How dare you? I'm
Mhm.
not.
Mhm.
I just never thought you were a bowler, and I'm upset because that makes so much sense.
It
Yeah.
does. It
It's
makes a lot of
very-
sense. Guys,
Maybe-
you don't understand. That's a game that you can play. It's like golf, except it doesn't take as long as golf, and it can be raining, and you
Well,
can
we
still
like
go. Like, you'll never get interrupted.
That's
Like, once you have your bowling league, like, you have it on Thursday night. Dude, during football season, you serious?
yeah.
You can
understand that.
live bet the game while you're bowling, live betting your bowling game, and having a few beers. Like, you can't beat that, guys.
Do you have your own ball?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I have two of them actually.
Wow.
You have strike ball and a spare ball.
Okay.
Yep,
Are
you
you
need
gonna
both.
show us on the next episode? Can you
I
like?
will take a video of myself,
Okay.
and then we can
Bowling?
go over the form. Just any questions that you guys might have about the great game of bowling, I can
Yeah.
answer probably.
Okay.
Mhm.
They should open up odds. They should open up odds on
Dude,
betting.
our
for
league
you,
would be
so.
great for that too, because like you have
Mhm.
no idea what's going to happen. It's a lot like college basketball. You have no clue.
But would you be the favorite? Is that what I'm
Oh,
understanding?
it would be odds-on favorite too. You
Oh.
would not get plus money on me, not in this league. No.
No, not at all.
Mm-mm. I've
It'd
taken
be like
over.
using
I'm
Mike
telling
Vick
you,
and Madden.
I've crunched all the numbers. Yeah, it would be like taking Mike Vick and Matt. You're not allowed to do it. I've crunched the numbers, right? The last 5 weeks, my average has been 214. That's crazy, guys.
Very
I mean,
good.
that's crazy. So it's been good. It's been good. I found my groove.
That sounds amazing. I'm not.
I've won most of my bets too on Thursday nights. If you go back and look at the numbers, so like Thursday's been just
Hey,
magic.
Oh,
So that's
every
why you want to take it all the way back to this parlay. That's why
Okay.
you want the game going on at 9:00, and that was the first one I saw. It's like, wow, like that's a gift. Like
Mhm.
Vermont will probably win that game, or could win that game.
Yeah.
And people
So-
are all surprised. You're like, no, like Vermont's not that bad. And Arkansas, they can miss shots. So
Mhm.
So
just
it's
give me
from
5
my
points.
understanding that your Thursday plays are the plays to take
Oh
because
yeah,
you're bowling. And
100%, 100%.
okay, remind me what the odds are on this one because I'm liking it. Vermont, let's go.
It's +5, so -110. I felt like I could go minus just because we have a fourth guy on the show. Maybe we
sure.
can bully him into taking something like +340, maybe higher. I don't know.
I can look.
So like we'll hope maybe he does that. I don't know if he's gonna do it. Maybe he does though.
Hmm.
Wow.
He'll go last. So
I'm not a bully, but I really wanted to take the
I didn't
Rutgers
say
money line, which
be
is
a bully.
Yeah, you might have to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Rutgers money line. I know Matt's really upset about it.
It's we'll let it slide.
Or are you gonna take Notre Dame because that wouldn't work for this parlay?
Oh no, no. I
Then
have
we're good to go.
a way better pick. Yeah, you can take.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, you go next.
Okay.
Does anyone know what the lines are on that, by the way?
Yeah. Okay. I got Indiana. Well, so this is like a fake March Madness game, right? Kind of Rutgers.
I wouldn't consider it fake. It's on the spreadsheet. Like
It
you
is.
print it out. It's
Yeah.
It is. Like you have to look for it though.
Yeah.
But like it's
no,
there.
it's always in the middle. It's right there.
Yeah, like on the bottom. Like no one looks at the middle of a bracket. It's like the sides, the left and the right. You know what I mean? You don't look at the middle.
Sure.
But yeah,
Good point. But I think Indiana -4 over Wyoming. So I think they're just bully them inside. Wyoming is a really good big man, Graham Ike, but he loves to foul. Kind of like Mitch.
yes, sound it.
If Mitch played a whole game, he's probably like Kareem, but he fouls out in the first
Yeah,
quarter.
he literally have like 14 fouls if they let him play the whole game with no count.
Yeah, if Mitch had 15 fouls a game, he'd be great. So this guy's good, but again, he's gonna have to face Trace Jackson Davis, who's one of the best big men in the country, really good at drawing contact. So I think Indiana's just a much better team. Wyoming, I hate to be that guy that kind of hates on like non-power conference schools, but when I saw Wyoming face better competition this year, they really struggled to score. So I think Indiana's going to come ready. I think Indiana can make some noise. I like them to win this and then beat St. Mary's first round. So I'm going to go Indiana here -4 at -110 for the YOLO parlay.
Look at that. I already placed it. And
Okay.
Rutgers on the money line is minus 104, so I'm gonna place that next.
There we go.
Beat the Fighting Irish. Matt's not gonna like if this parlay cashes.
Nope.
But
Be pissed.
you don't like Rutgers. But Ben, what is your pick?
Okay, so I had I thought this was like a for sure parlay, so I did Illinois money line, but that's like minus 330. Then Slop told me I had to take the plus money.
Well, I didn't say you had
so-
to. I said if you
How about
wanted to
this?
have a little class, you would. I didn't say you had
Okay,
to.
okay. Well,
how we
I
vote.
found one. I found one I like. It's not quite plus 300, but it's
Okay.
plus 160.
That's
Iowa State to beat LSU. LSU isn't in shambles, but you could kind of say they are. Will Wade, he's gone. He was bribing the FBI or something like that.
That's
So
awesome.
Okay.
that's not the best news to get. Less than 7 days out from the biggest game of the season. He's gone. It'll be, I think, one of the assistants is stepping up. I forget who, but either way, they lose their head coach. It's not like a huge deal, but I mean, it is something. Iowa State, they have a lot of like really good wins this year. They've shown they can beat really, really good teams. They beat tourney teams Memphis, Creighton, Iowa, Texas Tech, Texas, and TCU already this year. And they played in one of the hardest conferences, and they got multiple quad one wins. So I think they can win this game. Plus 160, I think it's pretty good odds for a team. LSU looked decent in the tourney, but I mean, then they got blown out. So I mean, I think Iowa State here is a good parlay piece for plus 160, but Illinois as well. Illinois money line minus 300. So
We add
but
that in. Should we take two picks from our guests? It is
Yeah.
a YOLO.
you could take both.
Yeah,
You could.
Plus 330. Was that what you said? Is that what?
No. Plus 160 is Iowa State money line.
And then what is?
That's my official one. That's my
your
official
official
one.
one. And then what was the
Mhm.
other? What was it? It was my.
Well, if you want to add it in, Illinois money line against Chattanooga. Apparently, Matt actually thinks that
Yeah.
Chattanooga has a chance here.
Oh.
Chattanooga-
That was one of your upset picks.
Ooh,
guys-
I don't know if
He
we can
thinks
add it
they're
in.
gonna win.
I think it's bad mojo.
I don't think we can add it in.
We're
No,
just
Doesn't
I
feel
like
we
to
should
just
add that in.
No, the vibe wouldn't be right if we
Nope.
No.
went
No.
against Dead there. So
Chattanooga's gonna win. We could add Chattanooga.
Chattanooga money line.
I already
But,
heard the vibe when I picked Rutgers because I know Matt. That has been a constant
We
theme
know.
on the show.
Yeah, these
Yeah,
are
but we knew that was going to happen.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
you guys were prepared for weeks.
Yeah.
now. So, what do you guys think the odds are? Flop. Don't
would-
look at your phone.
I
Yeah.
would go
Odds are
plus 1,700
okay.
ish.
You haven't checked at all, right?
I have not seen it.
Promise.
I crunched all the numbers in my head manually.
You sure? Not
Mhm.
like on a computer.
Nope,
Okay, cool.
not today.
Matt, what's yours?
17-5.
Ooh,
17.
17-5. All right. So a 2-team parlay is 2.6, right? And a 3-team is 550 or something like that, or 600.
600.
So with a plus 140 or plus
Yeah.
160 in there. Yeah.
See, now
plus
the math
17.
gets fun.
That's actually plus 17 is a pretty good guess. I'm gonna go 16.7 plus 1670.
Ooh,
Okay.
it's good.
What did you say, John? 17.
I said plus 1,700 ish.
So I kind of prices righted it by
Yep,
going
yep.
just under
I
that.
saw what you
That
did,
way-
and I like it.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yep.
That's my method. You've been watching the show.
Mhm.
You know what's going
Yeah.
on. I'm gonna say plus 1,800 because I also prices right it. So
Okay.
So I have no chance of winning pretty much now.
no, pretty much.
Yeah.
Melissa just ruined.
Sorry, Matt.
It's all right.
We know that
Yeah.
Slop somehow has. I know. I just have a feeling.
No, it's only when I get it right on the number that I'll tell you I definitely cheated. Like anytime you're like, oh, it's plus 1953, you're like, yeah, you're a cheater. Especially when it comes out to be 1953. But
Are
not
you
today.
guys ready for the reveal? Wait, let's just run through the odds really quick because I know people want that.
Oh, yeah.
Really quickly, we'll do this round robin style, starting from the top.
Vermont plus 5.
All right.
Plus 5 at minus 110. Matt.
What did I pick? Sorry, it's so
I
early.
honestly don't remember what you picked.
I don't either.
For what I picked.
I
It
picked
was good.
Indiana minus 4.
It was good.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it was Indiana.
I was trying to save
right.
you and just like skip you and then go back to you, but go ahead. Indiana, what were they at? Minus?
-4, -110.
Okay, cool. I'm taking Rutgers on the money line against the Fighting Irish. And Ben, what are you taking?
Iowa State money line +160.
Okay. Well, if you bet $100, you would win, calculating now, $1,758.
Ooh.
I win.
Yeah.
And what did you have?
Matt got it. He had 1750.
Yeah.
Where did I get-
Wow.
Me, I thought it was Slop.
I had 1,700-ish, which obviously should count for this one too. But he actually said 50. I mean, he
No,
won.
he wins. In my defense, I was overshot by 50. But we don't take overshots, right? Because we take
No, you
prices.
can't go over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
He got
automatically
prices
out.
righted and he still won.
Yep.
So that's pretty
Wow.
impressive.
There it goes.
Now we will win because why wouldn't this parlay hit?
I think this is gonna hit.
Like, why?
Mhm.
I think we do.
Yeah. Oh, well, most dangerous kind of better there is.
Yep.
Like we're due. You know.
Well, guys, we're going to wrap this segment up. This has been a special episode of Sharp's Bets today. It was the March Madness episode. We are still giving out a Calvin Ridley jersey. Believe it or not, we are. Yeah.
That's crazy.
All you have to do is comment and make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. It is that easy.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Wow.
I know.
I know. I kind of want to win that jersey.
Why?
now.
It's a
Ben, did you want the Calvin Ridley signed jersey?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, you can't get it because you're on the show, but everyone else can.
I like it. Hey, you want that? No, you can't get it. Too bad.
oh, Melissa.
That's a shame. You almost had it.
I'm
You were
But then
so
you didn't.
close.
buddy in that.
We will be bringing you March Madness coverage for the rest of March, as well as our normal shows where Matt fades the Knicks and I get really sad, but I agree with him. So, for Sharp Bets today, I'm Melissa, joined by Matt and Slop with our special guest, Ben. Be sure to follow them on Twitter for their picks. And be sure to, like I said, comment and subscribe to this channel to win a signed Calvin Ridley jersey. And also, why wouldn't you subscribe to the channel? It doesn't make any sense,
Mhm.
right?
Best show ever.
Happy March Madness, guys. Please be sure to fill out your brackets and comment your picks. Let us know what the next Cinderella story you guys think it is. But for Sharp Bets today, happy betting.